Hey guys, welcome into this edition of Culinary Clice. Today's episode is called Fried Cheese Bun Patty Melt. And what I'm going to do, instead of using a toast or bread, is I believe what generally a patty melt is on, I'm going to fry cheese and use it as the bun. And you can see me here laying out 4 piles of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. And if you don't know this, you don't need any grease or anything. It will produce its own grease. And I've already got the burgers cooked. I've got them sitting on low to keep them warm. And if you can't tell, I've already put some sauteed onions or caramelized onions. All I did was some olive oil to help cook the onions at a medium heat. Now on the cheese, and then I've melted American cheese on top of it. But the setting I'm using on this fried cheese is a medium-low heat. It takes it a few minutes to get going, but it'll get to cooking. And there I am. I'm going to start heating up some more onions that I will later put on one end, the bottom end of the fried cheese, and also into the potatoes that I have, because y'all know I like potatoes. But as you can see, just as it starts cooking, you kind of want to slowly dip it up, scoop it up, I guess. But and I really regret it, because to make it a better patty melt, the bottom cheese bun I didn't flip over, but I kind of wished I would have. And I've got them on uneven heat, so I kind of had some issues towards the end. But I mean, it is what it is. It still came out great. And but yeah, I would have flipped them both. I would have flipped all four of them and went with that, because it makes it harder and easier to do. And you see me adjusting there. I got two separate eyes going, and not that cheese was not hitting the same amount of heat. Yesterday when I just straight up fried cheese, which is a great snack if you love cheese. And I was using my 8-inch skillet that I have the onions in here. And I mean, you only could do one at a time. I just wanted to show me like I'm cooking in a thing, but I would actually prefer that method, unless you're just straight wanting your cheese hot when served. But I'm just slowly. You have to kind of baby it and get it going. But I'll tell you a funny story before we get to the end. A couple of episodes ago, Ronnie had suggested that I eat my food, at least take one bite after it's cooked. Not exactly sure, but I've thought about it. So this time I was actually planning on doing it. And this is lunchtime on a Friday. And as soon as I sit down at my table/desk at home to eat, I look up on my work computer and it's just blowing up. I've got messages from two of my bosses saying, "Hey, we're in a meeting if you can make it." I've got an email inviting me to the meeting for it. So I was unable, because I had to get on it, and I was unable to take a bite on camera and talk, because y'all would have heard potentially proprietary information. And it would have been annoying to y'all. I guess I could do what I'm doing here, just remove the audio and then dub over with the voice recording that just now hit me. But I was hungry too and was thrown off. But I'm going to pause it. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, welcome back. A little further along, as you can see, the cheese is pulling up a lot better. Yeah, and that's what you want to do. You have to slowly work it, and it'll start getting a harder surface. And you can see all the oil that it's produced. You just got to keep checking on it, babying it worse than you have to scrambled eggs. So I've already put on some onions on the bottom. Here I am adding the patties. They're still not fully there. And those two, the top parts, they are, they're cooking slower because they're not really on an eye. So I let the bottom ones continue. Got to check on the potatoes. I'm actually going to dump the onions into the potatoes. While I'm letting the bottom bun finish. And yes, I made a mistake. I went to get the spatula, but got the tongs, I think. I don't know. All right, the bottom part of the burger's done. Taking them off, and it's on a low heat back there to keep it warm. Now you can see me moving the whatever that's called to get over the eye to help them finish. And I end up flipping them to get a solid thing, and I really wish I'd have done it to the other ones too, but I mean, you live and learn. But if you love cheese, you will love this. See how they're starting to spread up. And also, yesterday when I was just doing singles in that 8-inch skillet, I flipped it just like a flipping omelet once it got ready to turn. See, there you go. It's nice and got a little crust on it. Probably could have cooked a little longer, but I was getting hungry. And it's really good. So this, if you're trying to eat a low carb or a keto diet, this is a great substitution for a bun, a wrap, a taco that you could shape like I did on the Taco Tuesday episode. Checking on the potatoes again and getting them ready. See there, it doesn't take long once you flip them over, because they've been cooking all the way through anyway, and I'm just putting it on top, and I hope y'all enjoy. I'm no culinary expert, but I can cook sometimes. Until next time, see ya.